I think when we speak about quantifying impact, it has to be, we have to also then give an example of what we are talking about. How does this work? How does this look? And what I've been working on with regard to my research then is developing a governance in motion model and an alignment presence nexus model. And basically, I look at the sustainable development goals that need to be achieved by 2030. We have vastly available information from the UN tracking it, and of course, independent verified figures, numbers, and data is available to us. So with my models, I've analyzed the current progression of countries with regard to achieving their SDG goals, their current status as of 2025, and their projected status to achieving those goals in 2030. And what I've looked at is every country has, across 17 SDG, Sustainable Development Goals of the UN, across all 17, every country has its own priorities, basis that is quite simple, dependent to what is relevant to that country. In the Netherlands, it's climate at this point. In an African country, zero hunger would be indeed one of the SDGs that take priority. But what if two countries, either with overlapping or complementary focuses on SDGs, have mutual organizations or organizations that exist in both mutual countries? What if these two countries could come together in a model, track the 5 or 10 highest social impact organizations, most visible, most projects, most financially available, contributing most to the achievement of those SDG goals as is available? If those companies and those institutions could collaborate on alignment of policies, frameworks, funding, and indeed up until the detailed projects that they are working on, it is quite clear without difficult maths that the combination of the efforts will be far greater than the individual countries trying to achieve a higher projected result by 2030 as individual silos. There are already structures in place that allow for this, but there is very little available knowledge and leadership at the macro level to bring this vision into a reality. We need to make aware of people the potential that this has. So what my model does is, using 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, 169 targets, and a number of KPIs spread across each SDG, it is quite possible, based on available data, to quantify the projected and collaborative impact of two countries working together. It is at a very simple level because, of course, the model will have to consider soft issues like cultural reach, the trade ties, the ability to have direct flights, languages spoken, ability to work in each other's countries, trade tariffs, and political sanctions factor, which brings in whether possibility of these structures are allowed to exist or not. Then we have a quantifiable result through valid equations, and we try to then build a model on this to convert blueprints and an academic thought and equations on paper into relevant, intellectually appropriate tools that are able to be replicable, financially rewarding, therefore, because of the social good that it is able to advance. The advancement of SDGs as a result of collaboration and identifying upfront the potential for enhancing various collaborative effects, saves time. It aligns immediately focus. It allows for effective strategy and immediate execution.